Is your money working for you? What does that even mean? Well, you use money to buy goods and services. So your money's already working for you. But could you be a better boss? Could your money work for you better? So when your money's working for you to buy goods and services, you can either be reactive or proactive about it. Let's take a look at each one of those. So when you're reactive, money comes in, pay some bills, buy some stuff. Maybe you have some surplus money at the end of the month, which you use to maybe save, buy some more stuff, pay down some debt. Notice that there's no awareness here, there's no visibility, there's no plan. You're not really being a very good boss of your money. Let's compare that to being proactive. Here, money comes in, and you're going to be a proactive boss, which means you already have a plan for this money. You've already assigned every dollar a job before it even came in that month. And the way you've done that is you've done this tracking ahead of time. I'm going to link to that video for you about tracking, of course. And as you remember, then that amount is based in the reality of your current spending, right? So remember, this is not a restrictive budget, because all you're doing here initially is setting up where you're already spending, and then you're coming up with the plan of how you can change that spending if you want to. So those are amounts based in reality. You have every dollar assigned a job to either pay bills, buy some groceries, have some fun, or to savings. So by the end of the month, there's zero left over. There's no idle workers. You're being a good boss, telling your money exactly what to do. Notice all the awareness and visibility you have here, and all the power that comes from being a good proactive boss and telling your money what to do before it even arrives. Let's see how this works in an example. Let's say that you have a goal to save more money. In a reactive state, you're like, okay, I want to save more money. That means I need to have more surplus money at the end of the month, which means I need to reduce my spending somewhere. So you decide you're going to spend less on groceries. So you do that. You eat cheaply for a month, rice and beans, ramen, whatever it takes. And you're miserable. And not only that, but you don't even know how much money you might have saved by reducing your spending in groceries, because you didn't even know to begin with how much you were really spending in groceries. There's no awareness, no visibility here. And by the end of the month, you might not even have any surplus money because of all the inconsistencies and the lack of the system here. Maybe a bill came up for your car insurance, one of those infrequent bills, and you actually had a deficit at the end of the month. Well, are you going to try to reduce your spending again? Probably not. It sets you up for failure. All these inconsistencies, you're going to form some learned helplessness here. If you keep trying to make changes and they keep failing, you're going to feel helpless about being able to have any control over your money whatsoever. And if you're feeling these feelings of your financial matters are out of control, or that no matter what you do, you can't seem to get ahead, right? Those are circumstances of a reactive system. Now let's compare that to being proactive about it. So same scenario, you want to save some more money. And what that means in this system is that you want to assign more dollars to the job of savings. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to remove some of the dollars, the job of paying for groceries. Now you know that your grocery bill is $400 a month. And you know you have a goal of saving $200 more per month. So you're going to cut your grocery bill in half. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to eat rice and beans and ramen and you're going to be miserable. Same scenario, right? That's what it looks like. But notice that you have a lot of power here because that's feedback. That's not failure. And your feedback is the same, that you were miserable at the end of the month, but you also have feedback that you did increase your savings by 200 and you reduce your groceries by 200, which means you can do it. But you have the feedback that, okay, this is maybe a little too far, so maybe you cut that back to $300 a month for groceries instead of 200, or maybe you try to save money somewhere else because this is just not the place for you to save. That's all feedback. It's not failure. This was now a success, right? So again, it's not a restricted budget because you're making choices here that were based in the reality of your current spending. So being a proactive boss provides you the opportunity to optimize your spending, optimize your workers. Also, you start to understand the patterns, right, of your spending, and the motivation behind your spending habits. It also allows you to prioritize your spending, which means prioritizing where your money is working for you, like the example of savings. And I'm going to come back to that because in the next video, I'm going to show you another way that your money can work for you, and that is through savings plus some compound interest. Thanks.